Hi, thanks for being here. It's Tuesday, and it being the 15th puts us halfway through the month of September already. We do have a fall-like feel still in your forecast, an improved forecast. The tweaks that have been made in the last 24 hours have it even more beautiful still, and it wasn't that shabby last evening. I'll go out on that high weather note in just a few moments, talking about some cool nighttime lows and daytime highs as well. A lot of ground to cover before we get to that. Your daily local and state COVID update, of course. We'll talk a bit about how schools are going to proceed, with the governor announcing yesterday that he's not going to issue any more recommendations, so to speak, in regards to the start of classes. We'll talk about how they're going to try to assist schools in making those decisions, however. A whole lot of other news and information as well. An important announcement about a fundraiser that time is running out on for our dance team here at the McGoffin County High School, and a lot of other news and information. Let's go ahead and get right to it. I received word from our state representative, John Blanton, earlier this morning. Actually, last night he sent the notice, and it was one that was also given out by our state leaders today, including Secretary of State Michael Adams and Kentucky's Attorney General Daniel Cameron, about a lot of Kentuckians getting hit with a lot of election scams. Two right now are pretty predominant. Residents getting letters from a group calling themselves the Center for Voter Information. These letters saying that individuals have not registered or are not registered to vote and need to do so. It actually has a fake address that has been created. It's actually linked to a UPS store account. Claims to be going back to Frankfurt, looking very official. It is not. In the second scam, this is targeting Kentuckians through their cell phones and text messages coming from a 502 area code saying that they are not registered to vote, trying to steer them towards, once again, a fake website, in this case, ky.reg.com. This website could indeed and more than likely is employed to get your personal information, financial and or otherwise. GoVoteKY.com is the state website to go to request your absentee ballot. You have until early October to do so, and also to find out any other voting questions you may have. Please be on the lookout. Scams continue to get very creative and more frequent all the time. That is something that is not going away. I'll be talking with McGoffin County School Superintendent Scott Helton in the coming days about the school system, assessing the situation about as to whether or not they'll be able to keep their September 28th target date for in-classroom teaching. While we are awaiting that, the governor's office yesterday, as you may well know, of course, said that they are not going to be issuing any more recommendations about in-person or virtual learning for September the 28th and beyond. They are, however, says the governor, let me be clear, as he says, there is not going to be an overall recommendation coming from me or my office post September the 28th. What is going to be provided, says the governor, is the information to make a week-by-week decision in Kentucky's school districts and counties based on the prevalence and what public health and experts believe is the right course based on prevalence. So each week they're going to have new assessments. These assessments will be put together via information they receive from school systems, that also they receive from parents about their kids testing positive or being exposed to COVID-19. It also will follow a similar chart which we have focused on throughout much of the pandemic in regards to the actual, at that time, COVID-19 activity in your county, where for McGoffin County at this time, we have gone back up into the orange category. There's going to be a chart based on the map you see here, same color code. If you are in green, we have 3 counties as such, and that's all. Well, they're considered to be on track. Yellow is still good, but seeing a community spread of 1 to 10 cases per 100,000 population. That's daily cases. Orange means we should be concerned, and a lot of counties still in orange, including McGoffin, Breathitt not there as you see, and of course red still believed to be critical. If you're in the green or yellow, they are going to recommend, as far as schools are concerned, that you just follow the Kentucky Healthy at School guidance. The orange would mean that you should consider as to whether or not you are going to hold classes virtually only or do a hybrid plan or consider in person at all. The decision up to each local school district. Red is related to, or meaning that there is a recommendation that school districts should suspend in-person instruction and that they should go virtual learning only, and that area must be back to at least yellow in order to resume in-person instruction once again. The emergency regulation that this all pertains to also implements a reporting structure which will allow schools, and that's public and private, grades K through 12, to report to the state the number of positive cases they are seeing, exposures. School staff will report to the state the number of students and faculty and those involved. Parents and guardians also have to do their part and as well report their children's status if they are positive to their school within 24 hours if their child tests positive. Will all those schools in orange, any or all, be opening if they are scheduled to or haven't already later on, like McGoffin County on the 28th? That's a question that's yet to be answered. Now, also, while we're on the topic of state data, let's go on to tonight's COVID update from the governor, where there was some good news prior to tonight's address, and there was some good news in the COVID data as well, in reference to the state positivity rating, which has gone down to a level that we've not been at for a while. The governor announced some more reimbursement grants totaling $7 million for 20 Central Kentucky local governments. He also announced some build grants totaling over $38 million, 3 grants for transportation improvements in Corbin and Logan and Todd and Kenton counties. The governor also recognized this month, September, as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, noting that Kentucky is 4th in the United States in kids diagnosed with pediatric brain tumors. Also announced $1 under $1 million, $999,999 for senior centers to help plan for events such as the pandemic. And a $34.5 million state opioid response grant also announced to provide more evidence-based services and help reduce drug overdose deaths and unmet treatment needs across Kentucky. This grant also, you'll be glad to hear, certainly given our situation in the viewing area, will not just be limited to opioids, but will also focus and be used on methamphetamines and other drugs that we are currently battling more of. And the governor also, before presenting today's numbers, announced that the state has extended the last call time to Kentucky bars and restaurants, going from 10 to 11, a request from those businesses, mostly in response to sporting events now starting to happen and starting to draw people into their establishments.
All right, our COVID report today is 745 new positive cases of COVID-19. 95 of those are children under 18 years old. While those are more cases than we like to see, based on significant tests and testing that we are continuing on a day-to-day basis, our positivity rate is now under 4% again, just barely, at 3.97%.
The governor also announced 9 more Kentuckians have died as a result of the coronavirus in the past 24 hours. Many of those 9 in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. However, a 48-year-old man in Jefferson County follows a 49-year-old Kentuckian that died yesterday from COVID-19 complications. Your local update and much more in just a second. Car accidents don't stop. Accidents at work don't stop. Disability and SSI cases don't stop. Your legal needs and concerns don't stop for the coronavirus, and neither does McFarland and Tinker. They are open, able to schedule appointments per CDC guidelines, and always available for telephone and video conferences. Please, be safe, be smart, stay home, and don't let your legal needs fall victim to the pandemic. Call McFarland and Tinker and let them take care of them for you. Come to Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville and get your prescriptions filled, your over-the-counter medications, and immune system boosters, all from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle, either in their drive-thru or with their new curbside service. You can also call ahead or just download the MyGNP app, that's Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and refill and manage your prescriptions right from your device, helping you and yours stay healthy and safe. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Hello, Bob Hutchison here for Hutch Jeep, and we're having our back-to-school sales event. Buy any pre-owned vehicle and you'll receive a $250 gift card, or when you buy a new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, or Ram, you can get a $500 gift card for back-to-school shopping. Right now, save up to $14,000 on new Ram trucks, and there's several to choose from. And remember, the Hutch Guarantee.
Go to Conley Tire in Staffordsville or ConleyTire.net right now and get $200 back on a new set of Goodyears, $100 on new Generals, Coopers, Bridgestones, and Mickey Thompsons, all with the smoothest balancing Snap-on has to offer. And if your ride has a light on, let their state-of-the-art Zeus diagnostic machine figure it out for only $35 at Conley Tire.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
I just got off the phone with Public Health Director Mayor Pete Shepard a few moments ago. One confirmed case in McGoffin County today, and when you add that number today to those of the past several days, it takes McGoffin County several steps backwards in regards to number of cases we're seeing on a daily average. Yeah, this goes back to the map that I showed you a few moments ago where McGoffin County is considered to be in an orange area right now. McGoffin County at its peak was seeing 2 cases a day on average for a few weeks on end, 2 or 3 weeks. We saw that consistently. And then we fell down back to 1 a day at most and stayed there for the better part of a week or a little more. However, with the 5 cases that were reported on Friday, 1 on Saturday, 0 on Sunday, 3 on Monday, and 1 case reported today, that puts us firmly back at 2 a day. That average, of course, pushing us back up into that orange area where it may very likely have some effect on schools reopening, how businesses are going to continue to operate, and the like. Regardless, we have a total of 89 confirmed cases in McGoffin County with today's. Today's case was said to be an employee at the Palby Hall Medical Center. No other details were given, but that individual testing positive today after being tested, I believe, yesterday. We have 0 in McGoffin County hospitalized at this time, 10 said to be in isolation, and that's after conducting tests on 1,799 McGoffin Countyans. Sports highlights in just a few moments. Right now, a sports-related story and announcement prior to tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar from Coach Andrea Preston and the McGoffin County High School dance team. They've been having a fundraiser, I have learned today, and I've learned that you've got 2 days left to get in on a great deal and, of course, help the ladies along their dancing way. And what on earth could a spiral ham have to do with any of that? Well, that's exactly what it has to do with, and this was the best image I could grab at a second's notice. They are selling spiral hams, and you've got 2 days left to get your order in, and this will be delivered just in time for Thanksgiving. They're Hormel, half spiral, sliced, bone-in hams, 9 to 11 pounds on average for $35. Orders are due by this Friday, so you've got more than a couple of days, I guess. They will be able to be picked up on November the 20th at the high school. PayPal is available, so you can pay for them without getting out of your chair or off the couch or whatever you're doing. You can contact Andrea Preston at the McGoffin County High School, any dance team member. I reached out to her a second ago, just haven't heard back to see if they've got a specific contact method, but I'm sure you can reach them on Facebook and get your order in. So, the McGoffin County High School dance team, a wonderful, very tasty and scrumptious fundraiser, you have to admit, and they need your support. So, get a ham ordered today, or at least before the end of the week. Now let's go on over to tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar. Birthdays begin. You know we love birthdays, and these 2 Probably have a lot of the same folks wishing them happy birthday, both celebrating today. Dewey Marshall of the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department, happy birthday to you from a whole lot of friends and family and co-workers, I'm sure, as well as Reggie Gosser, also of the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department, and a host of other first responders as well. Reggie, happy birthday, Dewey Marshall. Happy birthday, Reggie Gosser. Happy birthday to you both. From there, a couple of quick reminders. Don't forget that Senior Day at the Water Into Wine Food Pantry is the third Thursday of the month. That is this Thursday, 12:30 till 3. That's the Water Into Wine Food Pantry at the Lakefront Church of God on Route 30. The McGoffin County Senior Citizens also wants to remind everyone that they're distributing commodities this Thursday as well, 11 till 12:30, at the Community Center in the rear at the Henry Joseph Memorial Edition. They'll be serving the waiting list after 2:30, after the end of distribution for the McGoffin County Senior Citizens. Commodities, once again, this Thursday for our seniors. They always need help. This week there are at least 1 or 2 people down, so if you can help, it starts at 11. Please stop by and volunteer. The McGoffin County Health Department flu shots available Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 till 3, Tuesdays, 8 till 4, Fridays, 8 till noon. Call 349-6212 if you have any questions. And lastly, a reminder about the 37th Annual Homecoming and Pastor Appreciation Day starting this Sunday at 11, weekdays next week thereafter at 7 nightly, and the following Sunday as well at the Sayersville Pentecostal Church. They invite you to join them for a tent revival with anointed preaching, music and singing, fellowship, praise, and worship. And I invite you to use our community calendar here for any announcements like these that you have, and those special announcements like birthdays and anniversaries too. Obituaries brought to you nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, and tonight they include a reminder of services to be held tomorrow for 101-year-old Marie Jackson Combs of K Fork in Hager Hill, formerly of Sayersville. She passed away on Sunday, survived by son Verlin Noah Combs and daughter Betty Jo Combs and sister Jaylee Boggs and 15 grandchildren, a host of family and friends. Services once again held tomorrow beginning at 1 from the Sayersville Funeral Home. It's hard to describe the t-shirt lines and looks in right now at the seasonal shop, but I'm going to try. 2 of them are made right here in KY, Ridge and Holler, because, in Kentucky, you're always in one or the other, and both are always beautiful. Just check these designs out. The other is Yonder, and it's made in Pikeville, and it's just as cool and creative and all Kentucky. Definitely something there to appeal to everyone. And the ever-popular Turn Row brand, also at the seasonal shop for all fans of anything farming. And you can come into the shop and experience the magic of perfectly chilled drinks. For regular and slim cans, regular or even wine bottles, cups, and more. It's the Cadillac of koozies by Brewmate, all colors and styles in stock right now at Fraser's Prater Drugs seasonal shop. Go with All Pro, and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today.
Hello, Bob Hutchison here for Hutch Jeep, and we're having our back-to-school sales event. Buy any pre-owned vehicle and you'll receive a $250 gift card, or when you buy a new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, or Ram, you can get a $500 gift card for back-to-school shopping. Right now, you can take advantage of Hutch employee pricing on every pre-owned vehicle. And remember, the Hutch Guarantee.
Summer heat and no AC make for a miserable drive. But don't sweat it. Call Black Smoke Performance in Sayersville for inspection, diagnostics, and repair by qualified technicians with the latest technology and equipment. Don't suffer in the summer heat. Get your air conditioning fixed today at Black Smoke Performance. Brand new at your Sayersville Lee's, and for a limited time, it's sticky sweet and it's bringing the heat. Their new spicy bourbon dippers. You get an all-new taste, nothing short of amazing. They take their spicy jumbo dippers, toss them in a kicked-up sweet bourbon sauce for a flavor that you're only going to find at Lee's. But don't wait. This spicy specialty is only here for a limited time and only at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. All right, Friday Night Lights on a Tuesday night. That's where we're going next. Highlights from the season home opener as well for the Magoffin County Hornets. A game that even Coach Gamble says in the interview following the highlights that he wasn't quite sure would ever happen this year. But indeed it did. The Hornets came out with a bang and never let up against Betsy Lane. Here's the snap to quarterback and senior Lucas Littoral with the handoff to senior Caleb Howard. He breaks from the Betsy Lane 30, past midfield, down to the 12-yard line. And this completion from Littoral to senior Isaiah Salyer, yes, the basketball playing Isaiah Salyer now on the gridiron, puts Magoffin County on the 5. And a snap later with Littoral on the keeper to sting Betsy Lane with the first touchdown of the night for Magoffin County. With the Hornet defense and sophomore Kevin Crace showing up early, holding the Bobcats on the next drive to the backfield and taking the ball back for the hometown crowd. Where from the 20, Littoral over to Salyer, he stays in all the way down to the 30 for another first down Magoffin. Magoffin County just missed on the fourth down touchdown attempt, but it wasn't their last. And the D-line doesn't let Betsy Lane buy the 35 on their next drive. And in the last 30 seconds of the first half, Littoral goes to number 2, sophomore Aiden Barnett, who dashes 65 yards. And at the end of that run, it's 14-0 at the half. In the second half, Salyer can't be stopped on this one. And on the next one, neither can senior Brad Standifer. And all in, Magoffin County opens up the unusual season 36-8 over the Betsy Lane Bobcats in their season and home opener. And finally, all is right, or at least definitely better, in the hometown high school football world, where Coach Gamble, not so long ago, really wasn't even sure there would be a season.
What do you think of all the social distancing precautions and the measures that all the schools are taking?
I think it's a good thing. They're doing it smart. KHSAA is doing a great job. You know, they gave us these regulations and we're following them as best that we can. We sanitize every day. We clean everything all the time, and we're just doing the best that we can so we can get to play this season. So I mean, it's just, you know, it's hard. It's hard work to try to play safe yet play. But I think we're doing a great job. You know, our AD, Mr. West, Neil West, he's doing a good job by keeping us informed on what we need to do, and so far it's going great. You know, next weekend we're at home again. Like to see everybody come out that could. We play Martin County, great team this year. You know, they're expecting to do some big things over there, and you know, we just got to strap it up and see what we got. I'm looking forward to it, and then, you know, we just want to try to get some district wins and get the playoffs. I think we've got a pretty good team. I think we've got a shot, and we just got to see what we can do. Honestly, I'm just glad to get to be on the field. You know, if we'd have lost tonight, I'd still been happy. If we lose the rest of the games and the kids get to play, I'll still be happy. You know, right now it's just in a time like this, I'm just so grateful we can even play football.
They deserve it.
They deserve it, and the fans back them, and hopefully we can keep on playing. So, win or lose, we're going to be happy just to get to play. But we are grateful for all the support. We had, even though there's regulations that you're going to only have certain percentage of crowd, we still packed it tonight as good as we could. We sold out. We got everybody we could get in. Had to turn people away, so that's been a good thing. So get your tickets early. Come watch the Hornets.
And also in season right now, girls volleyball, the Lady Hornets right now starting off 0-2 after a loss to Paintsville on the 8th and also Johnson Central on the 9th. They are, however, at Lawrence County tonight. Right now tonight. We hope they come back with a win. Wish them well, and we'll keep you up to date throughout their season, which too, of course, is just beginning. Well, we're still seeing some beautiful weather for the days ahead, and in fact, as lovely as the forecast was 24 hours ago, it's even a little better still tonight. Oh, and by the way, just backing up to football real quickly, as I've mentioned on a few occasions, and Coach Gamble referred to there as well, the boys are home for their first 4 games of the season. That means they're home hosting Martin County this Friday night. And check out Friday night football weather. It is indeed football weather. 55 degrees tonight, mostly clear skies. We've got that patchy fog tonight lingering into your Wednesday morning, and Wednesday is the warmest day of the bunch. A little slow getting there like today with all that fog and in place, but 82 is where we'll get to tomorrow, and sunny skies. A beautiful, beautiful midweek staring at us tomorrow. Nothing more than partly cloudy skies tonight, and the warmest night of the bunch as well, right at or just under 60 degrees for your Wednesday. Thursday, though, that's when we start to fall down to fall-like conditions, and indeed we will. 77 for your Thursday. We're talking beautiful conditions start to finish, with only about a 30% chance of showers, mainly after 3 for a few hours on your Thursday. Otherwise, partly sunny and upper 70s. Now, that system that gives us that slight shower chance gives us definitely cooler air behind it. Check that out. Friday, we might barely see 70, partly sunny, mostly clear, 70 though, and nighttime lows in the, that's the mid-40s technically, but you're close to the low 40s. Saturday, 70 and sunny, 44 that night, still clear. Sunday, 72 and mid-40s again, sunny, mostly clear. Look at that pattern, folks. 74 Monday, 76 maybe on Wednesday, warming back up just a bit. But sunshine, mostly clear, maybe partly cloudy skies at most, as we are in store indeed for a beautiful, albeit fall-like run of some nice Kentucky weather. Enjoy it any way you can. Those cooler, crisp mornings, for those of you holding on to summer as long as you can, I know. But, man, they're still nice. And that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. I need a jacket or some long sleeves out there for it and for the foreseeable ones as well. Regardless, I hope to see you back here tomorrow night. And as always, thank you so much for being a part of the show.